Alright, my friends, welcome back to a very special edition of the show. We are at the Hotel Riu Palace, Paradise Island, Bahamas. This is an all-inclusive, adults-only resort, and my wife and I are staying for 7 nights. So, we're gonna show you the run of the place, and I'm gonna give you the rundown on the food, the accommodations, the pools, the drinks, and everything else in between. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a good time. First things first, this is your Riu wristband. This grants you access to all the amenities on the property and also gets you into your room. Don't lose it or it will cost you over $200. Alright guys, let's check out the room. This is a junior superior suite with a sea view. They said they upgraded us and we were a little confused at first because it didn't look any different than any of the other rooms. But the superior junior suite is on one of the higher floors. So we are actually on floor 7, and that's the first floor that it starts on. So 7 and up is the junior superior suite with the sea view. So let's get into it. All right guys, nothing too special about this room, but it is nice and cozy, comfortable bed, and we requested some new pillows, and housekeeping was able to accommodate us, so good stuff on that front. You got plenty of room for storage here, your cable TV, little seating area over here with the table. So yeah, really nice views of the pool and the ocean, man. And just look at that beautiful, beautiful green. And one thing I will say is the alcohol situation in the room is great with the mini bar and them stocking the fridge for you. So let's take a look at that. All right, so they've got this handy dandy liquor dispenser and what's in there is pretty good. You know, we've got Smirnoff vodka, Gordon's gin, Johnny Walker Red Label, and a rum I've never heard of, but it's a local one, Old Nassau. Pretty good stuff. They will stock the mini fridge with beers, sodas, and mixers for your drinks, and of course, plenty of water to keep you hydrated. So no complaints on the mini bar or the fridge situation. I will say it would be nice if they would stock you with snacks, but not a huge deal. You got a basic coffee machine, and I will say guys, and I'll probably mention it again in this video, the coffee situation is not the greatest here, but yeah, if you're desperate, coffee machine for the room, your ice bucket, and I will say too, only the odd floors have ice, and we had to hunt for ice, but not that big of a deal. All right, let's check out the bathroom, y'all. So you got dual sinks, which is obviously key for couples coming on vacation. Pretty good amount of storage space there. But what I do really like is the walk-in shower. You've got the rain shower head there, and another one right here. And yeah, the shower is good, you guys. So overall, no complaints about this room. And the closet is pretty spacious. So plenty of room for all of your stuff. So yeah, all things considered, no complaints about the room. Accommodations are nice. Okay guys, quick update on the room. I know I said before I didn't really have any complaints, but you don't have control of the thermostat. And that is a pretty big deal. And my wife is sleeping in literally like a sweatshirt and pants because it is so freaking cold. Guys, like some of the other resorts that we've stayed at, Riu doesn't have like a convenience store on the property, but there is one right across the street, so let's go check that out. Hello. Good, how are you? Yeah, so not a ton of stuff in there, and I was looking for a sugar-free Red Bull, which they did not have, but that's okay. So literally, it's right across the street. Let's talk about the food, and we'll get the bad out of the way first. Room service was not a great experience. We tried it for a late night snack and ordered a club sandwich and a couple of desserts, but were disappointed in the quality of the food. In addition, the menu is limited to only cold items. However, it's the only place on property that you can get potato chips, and the cheesecake was decent, so it wasn't a total fail. On our first full day, we ordered room service through the Riu app. I use that term loosely.
for breakfast as soon as they opened and were told it would be 45 minutes. After an hour, they called and said it would be a little longer and did we still want it. We said no and went to the buffet. Speaking of the breakfast buffet, it's not the greatest. However, the dinner buffet is good and rivals the food in the restaurants, of which there are 6 on property. Bahamas, the steakhouse, Tengoku, Japanese, Crystal and Culinarium, both advertised as gourmet fusion, Atlantic, the buffet, and Jerkut, the outdoor buffet by the pool. Our favorite was Tengoku, the Japanese restaurant, and we ate there multiple times. The steakhouse was also pretty solid, although they brought my wife the wrong cut of meat the first time, but corrected it right away. The other restaurants were decent but didn't necessarily impress. However, the real winner might just be the Jerkut, where you can enjoy buffet-style jerk, chicken, or pork with rice and steamed vegetables. This is a great option for a snack after the pool or for lunch, and I definitely sought it out on several occasions. Overall, the culinary experience at Ryu wasn't bad, but could definitely be improved upon, especially the room service. Oh, and let the staff know if you're celebrating a birthday. Now let's focus on the drinks. After trying a few of Ryu's mixed and signature cocktails, my wife and I realized the best move was just to keep it simple. So we stuck with classics like mojitos, vodka sodas, and beer. Calypso, the nightclub, is the heart and soul of Ryu and is open 24 hours a day, so you can get a drink whenever you want. There are also some super basic snacks like nacho chips and cheese. I recommend getting your caffeine fix at Cappuccino, the coffee bar, which is the best option at Ryu. They also offer pastries, ice cream, and some basic sandwiches. All right, y'all, let's go check out the party pool, AKA the infinity pool. Cheers, baby. How's this for a view, you guys? I will say this pool gets real busy. It's definitely the party pool. It's got the swim up bar. So let's keep that in mind if you want to come down here and chill. By, midday, it's gonna be bumping and it gets rowdy in here. Ryu also has a large main pool where we didn't have any trouble finding chairs or a shady spot to hide from the sun. People pull the usual BS of leaving towels on chairs first thing and then disappearing all day, but that happens at most resorts unless there are rules and the staff enforces them. It's easy to get a drink from the bar since it's so close to the pool and the wait times were short. You can also get drink service, but it's hit or miss. One thing to note that I didn't care for, you're allowed to smoke and vape at the pool. Upon check-in, you'll be given towel cards which you exchange for towels at the poolside stand. Don't lose these or you'll be charged $25 a piece. Overall, the pool situation at Ryu is pretty good. Ryu is located just steps from Cabbage Beach, and you can go from your room to dipping your toes into the beautiful blue-green water of the Atlantic in just a few minutes. You can also swim and snorkel right in front of the resort, and my wife and I saw tons of fish and other marine life in the super clear water. However, there is trouble in paradise. All right, guys, there are definitely some things you need to know before you come to the beach at Ryu. The situation is really not the greatest. The staff is pretty unhelpful. They will get you chairs and umbrellas, but they don't have enough people doing it, and they don't want you to get your own. But when you're standing there waiting for a chair and an umbrella for 15 minutes, what do you think people are gonna do? So it becomes a free-for-all, and it's just not a good situation. They need to figure something better out, because the staff was rude to my wife this morning, and that's not cool. And what I really don't understand is why the staff doesn't just set up all the chairs in the morning the way they want to and let everybody come down and claim their chairs. That's what every other resort we've ever been to does. So this situation, Ryu, fix it. All right, guys, one other important thing I forgot to mention. No drink service at the beach. You're gonna have to run back up to the bar and get them yourself if you want the all-inclusive stuff. Now, I will say there is a savior in the form of Larry's Coco Loco Bar, Cabbage Beach. Larry will come around. He's the guy with the pineapple drinks, and they're good. But here's the deal. For 2 drinks, it was $60. And at first, my wife and I were like, oh my God, we just got swindled, like big time. However, Larry refilled our coconuts 3 times. So really we were only paying he refilled them twice. So really we were only paying $10 a cocktail, and they're worth it and they're good. So just keep that in mind when you're coming down to the beach for the day. There will also be people trying to sell you stuff on the beach, from ladies selling bracelets and all kinds of other stuff to guys trying to get you to go on the jet skis and out on excursions on the big boats. I will say this, the jet skis, to me, I wouldn't do it, but nobody has seemed to have any problems with that. But if you guys want to do like an actual big boat excursion where they take you out to some of the different islands or go see the swimming pigs and all that stuff, go to the boat dock by Margaritaville. That's where the legitimate businesses operate out of. I wouldn't trust those guys on the beach. You can find entertainment each evening at Calypso, the nightclub, one of 3 bars at Riu. The lineup includes a live band, dancers, and of course, a Michael Jackson impersonator. Overall, it's pretty standard stuff, but something to do while you enjoy a cocktail. During the day, the staff does a good job of providing poolside activities from aerobics and dancing to even a twerking contest. And don't miss the Junkanoo Parade. If you're looking for something to do off-property, world-famous Atlantis is just a short walk from Riu. Atlantis boasts high-end shopping and over 40 restaurants with 3 Michelin-starred chefs. Our favorite is Nobu, where you have to try their signature miso black cod or the salmon nashi pear. And don't forget about the amazing aquarium. If you go after 6 p.m., you won't be charged for admission. You can expect to see everything from grouper and snapper to sharks and stingrays. There's also a cool cove and rock jetty just a short walk east down the beach from Riu, where you can snorkel in the crystal clear water. Well, my friends, that's a wrap on this review of Hotel Riu Palace Paradise Island, Bahamas. For a resort that touts itself as a 5-star operation, Riu certainly has some work to do here. Across the world, Riu is sort of known as a party destination, and we didn't really get that vibe from this particular property. Okay, well, minus the twerking contest by the pool. Overall, I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars, as our experience was mostly positive. For me, the highlights were the close proximity to the beach and that beautiful blue-green water, the ability to walk to Atlantis, and the food. As you explore your options for an all-inclusive resort on Paradise Island, I encourage you to check out my review of the Warwick, and I'll have that video linked in the description below. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found it useful in your search for an all-inclusive resort in the Bahamas. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel before you leave. We'll see you next time.